Woman enough for you. Sorry, I don't know. I had it in my head because the beat reminds me kind of of that. But anyways, what it do? Cloudy Crew. How you guys? Ooh. Hi you guys. Sorry for the blanket, but why am I a little cold up here? Hold on, let's. Oh my god, now I'm fighting with it. Okay. Oh my god, and I'm losing. What is this? Help! That's that side. I always look at myself backwards in the camera, and so I'd be like, oh shit, which way is we doing? You know. But hi everybody. Look, I gotta get myself together. That blanket was fucking me up. Y'all just let it jump me like that? Rude. Hey friends. Oh my god. I hope you had a good Monday. I hope it wasn't too Monday-ish for you, you know? I'm trying to change the stipulations on Mondays now. Oh. Hold on. What?
When I found out I'd fallen for you, I didn't want to believe my feelings for you. I didn't want to believe that I could lose you. If I told you just how I felt.
Okay. We gotta focus. I'm sorry. It was fire. We gotta focus though. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. I was like, it was fire. I had to vibe out to it, but then I was like, we gotta focus. Alright. What's up, you guys? Hold on. I'm gonna go through the chat, say hello to everybody and all that good stuff, catch up and everything. I like to be part of the conversation, okay? Not Gabriel. Not you up here first. What? Hi, Angel. Hi, sweet babies. I hope you had a good day today. Did you go to school today? You said, yeah, because you said you had to leave early last night. I hope you had a good day at school. But, now, oh Lord, can I tell y'all that we and her was arguing before we even got in? Right before 3. She like 7:30. I'm like, you'll get your ass on. Too funny, bro. Too funny. Somebody was talking about what was it? It was like a TikTok, like they was on their phone. They said they was on the phone with their friend and they was getting on their friend nerves or whatever, like they usually do. And their friend was like, why you be talking to me like you my nigga? And she was like, because I am. We do everything but hunch. And I was like, goddamn, there's some best friends out there doing that too, amen. But I was like, damn, I do be taking her on my dates with me and stuff. And if she was closer, we definitely would be going out on dates, getting dressed up and everything. Outfits be coordinated. You know? It's like, I've been in a relationship forever, you guys. I am sorry. I am always taken. Never free. Let me stop messing. I know Bookie kicking her feet at that one. Like, yes. Oh my god. But hi, Pookie. Like, I won't just talk to you right before it. It always be funny when I say hey to you like we hadn't been chatting the whole day or something. But I know I've been laser focused on like outside life stuff, so I haven't been as social. I apologize for that, but I know you understand. But still, I be like, because I be thinking about it too. I'm like, damn, I ain't told my baby some random shit that came in my head today, but I'm like, I'm thinking of serious shit, trying to get it together. You said not gonna lie, I forgot you. Well, hello, Flapjack, pancakes. Fuck. So you got the nose on though. Now manager, how you retract your very first message? Why you ain't want me to see? You said Kai told your bush buddy with TTD. The disrespect. We gonna talk about the disrespect one day, okay? Cause yo, that you need. I'll never be ready for me. And we just let her run amok in the office, amok. Nobody ever get their checks on time. No HR department. Like, everybody be getting locked out they shit. Once again, who the fuck keep giving her the keys? Because we keep changing the motherfucking locks. I digress. We love niece over here, truly though. Shout out to TT. Oh my god. But you said, Cloudy, when you have a dream in your own, and I see you only have baby. Thank you for everything today. I know I said thank you like a couple times. You know how I am. But no, I really appreciate you doing those things because I've been so worried about my girl. And I just really don't want her to go through no bullshit. So I'm trying to take care as much as I can before I'm gone. But hi, babies. Welcome in. Everybody do. I'm so glad everybody's doing so good. I love that y'all say hey to each other and stuff too. I enjoy this, you know? Flap now. Oh, I heard about y'all sharing drinks. This bitch disgusting. That's what y'all get. Y'all from here to Timbuktu sharing nasty. Nah, I'm sorry that you sick, Flap. It sucks. Oh my god. You said manager went crazy today and forgot to eat dinner. Manager, sister, that's not now. Hold on now. You good? Do I need to come in your office? Look, I'm concerned the kids. Now, hold on. Look, everybody, I hope y'all all this type of comfy right now. This blanket, like, I hope everybody feeling this type of right here. I wanted to be in it too, shit. But what you and me forgot to eat dinner, so you eating an apple for this, sister? I don't like that. That ain't right, manager. You be telling me, you be like, Kai, I got a plate of some fish, some rice, I be like, damn. Like, you got me out here making sure I'm eating full meals, and you talking about an apple? I'm gonna let you pass for tonight, but girl, I ordered me some nachos, y'all. Ate half of them now. I'm gonna eat the half after this. It's gonna be glorious. I'm gonna eat them like I ain't never seen them before. Woo. But yeah, sorry you're not feeling good, pancakes. You too. I'm telling you, I want everybody. Come on, go ahead and get you a little something. Get you a little. And if you say you too warm right now, turn your air up. Turn your air up so you can be. Because it's getting cold out there, guys. Bring your plants in and stuff. You too, Gabriel. See, I'm telling you, we just snuggle, you guys. Who don't like? If you don't like a good snuggle, and this is coming from somebody who isn't a big like physical touch person, like you could honestly. Well, actually, it depends on the person. Like if it's my man, all over, right? If it's Pookie. Same thing, but everybody else, I had to say, like, I'm not a physical touch type of girl, and I don't know. I have to be like, I definitely when I started to like really truly care for you. Like I'm like yes, but there's been times I've had to tell even like my best friends like I'm not feeling the hug right now. I'm sorry, like. But if you don't like a good snuggle, get back to the point. A little, I don't know, side eye, so side eye, because. Who don't? Like, even if you snuggling by yourself or with somebody else. I digress. Anyways. Oh, you said you haven't done this in manager, you gonna get, look, manager, my throat, it ain't, 10%, it ain't up to par. I mean, unless you asking my, never stop, unless you asking Puckett, never stop. But I'm gonna try for you, I got it for you, girl, especially because that apple ain't gonna feed you enough. So then we gonna add this to it too. Look, I'm gonna sip my water. Look, I got my water, you guys. Look at this cup. Is this cup not adorable? Okay, let me sip. Also, thank you so much for the likes, you guys. Already. I was like, I hadn't even started and I had seen one. I appreciate it so much. I do. So, okay, here we go. For manager. Yeah! Alright, that was pretty clean right there. Look, the voice went right out after that. Oh my goodness, but that was for you, manager. You said school was good. I'm glad. I know Monday in school could be a little but I'm glad you had a good day, Gabriel. So, yes, look, exactly like that. I'm like, I'm glad you know. I was like, get your ass up. This, I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you ain't got no job.
Well, I never thought of myself as the type of father who'd have to drug test his kids.
Yo, she's talking about I just woke up. I love it for her though. I really be offended when she gets a job. I hate that shit. Why are you working? Like that's not the image I have for you. That's not the life you're living in my head. What? Now we will for sure be hunting too. And not a Kansas in here, you guys. Can we please? I need not in Kansas. Hi, baby. Lisa! Sorry, I jumped down to a little bit to the thingy. I didn't want to miss saying hey to y'all. Oh my goodness. I don't. Well, oh my God, the propaganda. He said, what did y'all do? We just kept yapping and doing the game, Gabriel. But we realized there's still quite a bit of it to go, I guess, or not quite a bit. I don't know. But the bitch still, like, she getting infested from the inside out. And yeah, we still going with that. Now you missed it. TT. Oh yeah, TT did at the end definitely spent her points and to tell me to leave my own stream. I got bullied out of my own stream, which is crazy because I what goes around comes around. Is it because of what I did to Bubbly? No, because this happened a couple of times. It's just TT. TT said you don't gotta worry about getting no karma. I'm always beating. Bro, oh my God. So Kate to say hi while Bubs is figuring out you. No comment, Alicia. No comment. I feel like I'm gonna get timed out from over here. Ain't even in the stream. I feel like my shit gonna get shot. No comment, Alicia. No comment. Behind my lovely. Hope you're feeling better. My Shayla. I'm getting there. You can probably tell my voice is still a little. And of course, I choose like a novel to like narrate and stuff. So I love it. And I love. Can I just say? Sorry, I know I'm so yappy. I got my voice back, and I got things to say. Apparently, not really, but you know. Shout out to all my friends that come through and help me narrate these games, like these visual novels or whatever they're called. I love that. I hope they enjoy it too. At least I hope so. They would tell me they don't like it or something. But it's so fun. And it's so fun to go back and listen to it and stuff. Like, kudos to them though. Love. Oh my God. But you say you are okay, good, Gabriel. You said tell me why I go to the bathroom this morning. My office is manager, stop giving her the fucking key. I don't know if it's you, the janitor. I don't know. But stop giving her the fucking keys. Lord have mercy. What if it ain't the bad man? The bad man. When we say manager so nice, you gotta say it twice. What's up, Damo? What's up, Damo? How you been? I'm sorry. Well, as you can say, I've been sick. I hate that I haven't been in you or DD streams lately. I miss y'all. I hope y'all doing good, flourishing, thriving, you know, just, yeah. Oh my God. All right, let me speed. I gotta do better. I be wanting to respond to everything I can, you guys. But hi, not in Kansas. How are you? I finally got to see the socks. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. I still be thinking about that purple sweater not in Kansas. I ain't gonna lie. But thank you for stopping. Yeah, thank y'all for stopping in. Now go cause chaos. Go forth and prosper, sisters. It's like a coven. Tell Tori I said hi. Oh my God. Yo, but just bumping in at the stress it. See, beautiful. I love it. I love to hear it. I love to see it. Now you got it, Shayla. We gon' I wish I had sped past that message. I could have skipped over that one, huh? Say the papa. Look, so now y'all didn't plan it. Y'all just. There's love. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my girl of loves. Oh my goodness. 3 Musketeers. Oh my gosh. Po Tori too. Tori be trying. Like Tori just such a precious baby. Come over there with us. A whole bunch of ragamuffins. You said you wrapped her like a baby. That's what I love to hear, Gabriel. That's what I'm talking about. We cozy in our skin. Cozy. What she say? Cause she cozy, and that's what we giving today. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for being cozy with me. You said Bubby Street really didn't get a notification. Now manager, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Where you think you're going? Excuse you. They can leave his to come over here. You can't leave me. Oh my God. Not, oh, okay, I got you on the stretch, Gabriel. I got you. I see. Thank you for always using the thingy things, too. Ooh. Actually, okay, I ain't gonna lie. They're kind of good. Goddamn, Gabriel, I might have needed that. Wait, I ain't showing. Okay, I had to make sure. Sometimes my shirts ride up and I can't feel the wind because of all the Anyway. Figuring out his YouTube stream right now so me and Nine Kids can say. I'm through. Yo, Nine Kids, the Nuns Joes was blessing. And like, how I explain this, like, the place they came from is a place called Tacos for Life. I feel like it's a chain, so people might have it around them too. It's white people tacos, nachos, and stuff, but like the best fucking version. Like, we instead of, if we talking about white people tacos, we say tacos instead of tacos in my household. So the tacos and the nachos, I said, goddamn, I gotta put some respect on it. Them shit's busting. So try them out. Tacos for Life. And they might vary on quality and taste because they can be independently owned. So I'm just saying, the one round man, he alright. He said, why you come and see yesterday? You see Ethel, what's wrong with her going in the midst of... We gonna get into that to you guys. Sorry, I know I'm going through it. But Ethel, the choices she been making, like, I feel like I be feeling her, and me and her be right here for some moments, and then other moments she all the way over there. It be like that though. It be like that. Oh my god. But yes, welcome in, Zamo. Not to Howie's. I'm through. Love you. Okay, love you. Bye, darling. Thank you, my Shayla. You ain't been streaming. Oh, okay. I felt like I was look, I got the TikTok. I got the YouTube. I got the Twitch too. I was just making sure I won't miss anything. Okay. But I've been sick, child, but getting better. We've been cozy as you can probably stop messing. You said, speaking of your stream, yes, I don't know if you know her. She gave me a membership. What? Is it Yazanique or something like that? I feel like I remember that name. I gotta go check. What? Not I'm a little. What did he call her peoples? Not the darlings. What's it? I'm in the Discord too, but I forget what they call. What's shout out? She gifted me. It was okay. Oh my god. Well, thank her. I'm gonna have to thank her when I get up in there one day. Okay, you guys. All right, I'm gonna hop in. We go talk to Pookie and get this going. I feel like I done caught up. I'm good, right? Yeah. Whew. That was a lot. Now I'm tired. What you mean? Look at me. I feel like Pookie gonna tell me I look like something later. He gonna be like, look at you, with your little head popping out in a little flower. Like, he gonna say, watch. I promise you. I'm gonna be like, god damn it. Every time I look at this little frog tapestry I got, I still get mad. I hate when he take pictures of me looking exactly like the thing he telling me I look like, and I can't defend myself. Very rude, very nasty. Oh my god. Pookie, you say you here, you ready. Where's you at? Get in the station. Get in the booth. Let him hear you. You said Bush Buddy also said that when she's done with the invisible shit, run over here. Okay. Look, don't you go pulling people. I told you about that. Let people do what they gonna do. But thank you. You can't drag Bush Buddy over though. You can't drag Bush Buddy. Oh, hold on. Okay. We waiting. Ugh, the music too good too. The music get cozy too, you guys. Look, this is about to be a nap. T-shirt of the day, or I don't know what we calling it, but it's giving. I get the camera always getting. It's giving very much the Beyonce Cowboy Carter vibes. Yeah. Then pair it with whatever the fuck you call these. My spectacles. That's old as shit. Why did I call them spectacles? My glasses, you guys. Why did I go to work, by the way, and completely forget my glasses? Because I've been so out of it, so sick. The medicine been fucking me up. And I think I was like so close to work. Like, it was one more turn, and I had blinked really hard, and my vision didn't change. And I said, And that's when it hit me. I ain't had no glasses on. Driving down that street the whole time. No glasses. Pookie, what happened? Not yet. You had to use the little gremlins room. Oh, okay. Click P break. P break. I'm gonna just put that back on. You said you here just gonna be lurking until Mr. Brown or another guy pops up. W flap, W flap. I'm telling you, that's W temp work right there. Has there? Hold on. Has there ever been like an anime about like somebody that has like is super powered in the next world they get pulled into because they were a temp and they did so many other different jobs and learned so many other different skills that it translated over like that? Because I hate to say it, I would eat that up. I would eat that up. Look at that flap. Tell them to get you in the production room. We got an idea. Oh my god. I'm glad you had a good Monday. I hope the rest of your Sunday was good too. I'm trying to think. What else? Nothing really like crazy happened today. It's just, chill. Yeah. Like when you feel like peak passive aggressiveness, but you be like, that is not worth my time or energy. I be feeling like one of my coworkers be aggressively passive aggressive.
I'm aggressive.
Aggressive. Hi, baby.
Hi.
I'm gonna finish this and then we gonna jump into it.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. But like cause she was talking about wanting this cart that we have cleared off. It's like the popular cart, like it has like the new stuff on it, everything. And it's like, okay, fair, yeah, we should get those things out because they're the popular new. People are looking for those things. But for you to be strongly trying to be like, somebody need to get this because I'm already getting this. Ew, don't do that. Just there's a different way to go about it. There's a way that somebody can digest that better. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be like, hey, let's team up. I'm about to knock these picture books out. You go, can you handle that cart right there? Take all that stuff. We gonna have it looking good in here. Like, motivate the team. Don't be like, do that shit because ew. Very nasty. Anyways, how you feel about that, Pookie?
I feel like you should just let me come up to your job.
Can you? Okay, all right. I really thought you was gonna hit us with some. You know what? All right, let me share my screen. Why is you like this, girl? You better look. Pay them dust. All right, let's see. Share my screen. Entire screen. Look at you. I hear you. Huh?
By the way,
you said what? Oh my god, ain't nobody talking about that.
No. I was talking to a like admissions advisor for college. And I was joking around and I made a comment about like my nephews and I was like, yeah, one of them is really cute because he's not going through puberty yet. And the other one, I want to kick him down some stairs. And she's like, so this is a recorded call.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Daddy got you on tape. The 4K?
I was like, whoopsies.
I got you, man. I'm sorry I saw that so late. I noticed it after the fact. I apologize. Not you got a cheat skill in another world that became a rival in the real world too. Is that the name of it? Or is that an actual anime? See, I can never tell. I can never tell now at this point. Like that really could be just one that's already made. Got you on the BRB manager. Do it, not do it, Jay. I want to see you. In hell? I'm very lost. So where you gonna sit in jail?
At your job.
Oh, why? I'd gone past that part already. I'm sorry. I was already thinking of how we gonna get you out.
Oh my god. Now I'm already arrested in your head.
I got to think ahead. You about to assault a white woman? What you mean?
33% of me can't be arrested for that.
Oh, the percentage done went up.
I'm counting the Spain Spanish.
Part. Oh, okay. You got a part that leaning towards. Okay. All right. Let me get the game going, and then actually I gotta switch to the other screen. I'm trying to focus. My brain is just like ping, ping, ping. Once I get focused on the game, though, I'll be okay. Not the ad. Not Oni! To you too, darling. You on that?
Girl, shit.
Okay. I see you. After that Bob, okay, you should have feel empowered and bobbered.
The Babiana.
The Babiana. It was very fantastical, I'm telling you. Manager too. I hear you, manager. I got you with the attitude. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys. Let me switch to my game on screen and turn on my little cam lamp. All right. Hopefully this is the actual finale for real, or else I'm about to have a third video with a title lying to y'all. Because I didn't take the finale part out of the first one.
It's the first part of the finale.
It's the first part. Exactly. It's like a when they split it in half. What you call it?
Finale.
What they do when they did Twilight? They had 2 parters, or was it Harry Potter? At the end was like 2 parts.
I don't know anything about either of those.
Too much. Okay, my bad.
I don't know her.
You don't know her? Damn. I mean, I don't know the creator, but like I fuck with the Harry Potters a little bit, unfortunately.
I read the books and
you said
I
what?
forgot everything about the books.
Oh, see, I never even read the book. I watched all the movies though, and I went to the website. I used to play on the website.
Do you know your house?
Do you what? Oh yes.
Do you know your house?
I said, I'm
really?
Like, house. Sorry, I'm trying to read too. Girl, can't do but too much now. No, that's an actual anime flap. Nasty. See, that's what I'm talking about. He said, don't lie, Jay. You definitely give Team Edward energy. Oh, my. Hopefully, we know the girl at the church name.
Oh, my God. What is that?
What is that?
Oh, my God.
Oh my
what
God.
is that?
What is that?
I feel like you can hear me breathing.
Girl. I can't, but I don't know. Don't trust my. You already know one of my ears clogged up. But shout out to get real for using my thingies. But you guys, I'm hoping on my hiatus. I know I'm not gonna push myself too much or anything, but I am truly hoping that I'll be able to implement some other things, improvements and stuff, so that when I come back, it'll be absolutely fantastical. So yeah. Anyways, let's load the game. The third night, the call of the wood, the calling tour. Okay. But why would she? And why would a man? Talk about it.
Why would a man be there?
Why would a man be there? This is crazy.
Why would Mr. Brown be there?
Why would Mr. Brown be there? Why would she be there with a Mr. Brown?
Crazy work.
Crazy work. Anyways, you said why are we talking about? Where are we talking about? Team Edward, Team Jacob on Twilight? Yeah, manager. Which one are you? I'm Team Jacob, low key, because you know what? That is 2 white men. Because didn't they say that Taylor Lautner isn't even mixed with anything? He's just straight up white and tan.
He is indeed.
That is
a white man.
Very heartbreaking. Fuck it. At this point, I'm Team Jasper. Like what?
The Confederate soldier?
No. I like why. There was so much in it. I was like, how would this even make it past being a movie? Like, because then it wasn't her like Wattpad type story.
Yeah. No, I think 50
No?
Shades of Grey was.
Oh
It started
my God,
50
that
Shades
was
of Grey
50
with
Shades.
a Twilight fan fiction.
That was okay. Yeah, see, that's crazy. It even birthed that. Who was letting these things get through production? Sorry, you got me questioning everything now. You said Team Edward, you love vampires, but you don't like Rosalie. Fair. If you're Team Jasper, I would be on Team Emmett. Manager. No, I'm Team. What's his name? What's the daddy? Carlisle. Pookie. Anybody? Somebody? What is she? Hello?
Oh yeah, Carlisle's the dad. Sorry, one of my Lego pieces popped off, so I was trying to fix it.
One day, if I have the power and the time and tenacity, I'm gonna go through every video that you've been on with me and clip those moments where you just go away for a second and then come back with the randomness.
Like, huh? Oh, sorry, I was shaving my walrus.
I love it. It's so precious in my heart. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna start off, okay?
Okay.
Because, but why was a man? Okay, but why would she? She didn't want to stop. She wanted to see the girl again, which meant she had to press on. Ethel walked and she walked and she walked, her path lit by the moon and by Jude's old torch. Carefully, she navigated the forest, dodging a root here, a gorse bush here. Gorse?
Isn't that the old president?
Get out of here.
I need to leave.
Fool, you need to leave. See, I gave him that power, but I ain't making the button for myself. You said you like the dad vampire that turns teens to God damn it, I can't. You just can't win with that.
You know what?
Yo, what?
Bella's dad.
Bella's dad?
I'm
God damn, you know he beekeeping age type vibes. That's a good man right there. That's a good man. Feel you. Mm-hmm. Only don't ruin that one. Let us have it. Let me have it. Alright. The ground was uneven, and it was still muddy after the torrential rain from a few days prior. Once Ethel's foot twisted, but she was able to regain her balance. Oh Lord. She wasn't going to fall over face first into the puss before meeting the girl. I'm sorry. Before meeting the girl. That's what she trying to do, fall over face first into the girl. That's what it say. No?
We must be reading something different, but I trust your judgment. Whatever you say it says, sweetie.
She wanted to love herself, not just yet. She wanted to give the girl a better last impression of her than that. On my knee, begging for... Eventually, Ethel escaped the tall trees which towered about her and stepped into the clearing. She could see St. Catherine's in the front of her, solidly immovable as it had been during the previous 2 nights when she had come across the aged building. St. Catherine's looked as it always had, cloaked in the inky darkness of the night. But there was something different about the church that night, something which made Ethel pause. The light wasn't on in the window. The door was tightly closed. Ethel couldn't see that hairline crack in the church's entrance, which had become so very familiar to her. She only been here twice, ain't she?
I think she's been there before.
Oh, like the church in general?
Yes, she's been to the church in general.
Okay. Another candlelight.
Just may have just broke Flap's phone.
You just broke? How you break Flap's phone?
May have, perhaps. Let's just keep going. Keep going.
All right. Couldn't see the hairline crack in the church's entrance where she had become so familiar to her, nor the candlelight which spilled out from it. Instead, the church was sealed shut, airtight like an Egyptian sarcophagus of eras gone by. The church seemed hollowed out and empty, a dull, dismal shadow of its former self. Ethel approached the church hesitantly, her gait as slow and uncertain as her newborn deer's. Her what? Her gait. Her gait.
Her gait.
Okay.
I didn't say it that fucking country. Hold on.
If hell is hell, it just make you say it like that. Cause what is that? Was the girl really there? Ethel wanted to believe so. The girl had said that she would be waiting for her, but she couldn't detect any traces of life about the old stone building. The nighttime air was cold, yes, but there was no breeze to it. It was as quiet as the grave. It seemed unlikely that the girl would be shut up inside the church, which now felt so devoid of life, still singing her alluring song. Ethel couldn't imagine it. She was having a hard time picturing the girl at all now that it had been almost a full 24 hours since she last seen her. What did the girl look like?
Crazy.
Right? What did she sound like? Ethel was sure she had been beautiful, but she was sure of this only in a very vague half-formed sentence. Too vague and half-formed to be sure at all. She had thought the girl perfect, but perfection didn't exist. Not even Shania for all... Play a girl, bitch, I'm perfect. Not even Shania. Huh?
I said, have you seen my Pookie? Perfection exists.
Get out. Oh my goodness. Not even Shania, for all her pretensions to the contrary, had been perfect. How could the girl be otherwise? Ooh, sorry, you guys. She was just, for all she had allured Ethel, an ordinary girl. Or was she? Get out of me, Gabrielle. No questions. We're just wandering through the woods. We're just wandering. We're just trying to get some play in the woods. When they call in on grinding, it's just trying to cruise a little. Okay, my bad.
Not we're cruising in the woods.
Oh, God, is that not where it happens? That's what I was told.
Lynette, we know her name. Her name is Mushroom.
You said, let's cross the record, said the girl was there, we know her name. And Mushroom. Yeah, you really need to call the paparazzi on the best part. Right? Oh my goodness. Alright, Ethel approached the church slowly, her soles crunching the tall, unkempt grass underfoot. St. Catherine's was a small, squat church, but its shadow soon swallowed her, drowning Ethel in a deep, inky darkness.
Now she's roasted in the church.
Good Lord. Ethel reached out, her right arm trembling. She pressed her palm against the door, which seemed curiously impenetrable in the dark, the wood too firm and thick to give away beneath her fingers. Then she pushed. The church's wooden doors dwarfed Ethel to such a degree she almost surprised when they gave way beneath her palms. The door opened with a low, dull creaking which swelled in the silence. It sounded oddly alive, like a groaning monster hauled from the bottom of some deep, dark abyss. Deep, dark sound better. I'm switching that, Ethel. Maybe it was some sort of an omen. Ethel couldn't help but recall Mr. Brown's warnings from a few days prior. His warnings about the mysterious missing girl. Ooh, that's the thing. Mr. Brown!
Mr. Brown is creating a character, so I'm Mr. Brown.
Creating a
Wouldn't.
character.
I downloaded this game called The Outer Worlds too.
Oh, I've heard that.
And like, so Flap is playing it now because he wants to be me so bad.
So bad.
Oh shit! Here he is.
Oh.
Brown respawn.
Do it. They gonna hear you get beat up today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Of course, Ethel remembered the Delaney girl. Her mother had talked about her incessantly after her disappearance. But nothing like that was going to happen to Ethel. She wasn't interesting enough to be abducted, and her life was much too mundane. Everything about her was almost painfully ordinary. Ethel had always thought she was ordinary at least, but the girl didn't seem to think so. She had always been affectionate, but did she really mean it? Ethel frowned as she gave the doors to the church another push. Then she stepped inside. She was eager to see the girl again, to speak to her, to ask her whether she should text her when she left she would text her when she left Oxbury, and if she would still remember her. But in the interior of St. Catherine's was pitch black. St. Catherine's in the stillness of the night was dark, the air cool. It felt a bit like stepping foot inside a vaulted, vast-ceiling crypt, which Ethel supposed it was. That was one of the functions of a church, past being a place of worship. The flagstones which Ethel walked upon were built over a veritable mountain of corpses. This place was a living, breathing boneyard. People thought the famous Sedlick?
Sedlick Ossuary?
There's a lot of words. A lot of pronunciation going on in this, I think. Sedlick
I'm a
Ossuary. I feel like a lot in my mouth. Huh?
I think I know what it is. I'm a Jujulet.
Okay, well, tell us.
Yeah, it's a Catholic church, and what the fuck country is this, bro?
Please.
It's
Like Gabriel's like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? In the Czech Republic.
He didn't read the lines. He just threatened. Yeah, that's why we just kept going.
Yeah, it's a Catholic church in the Czech Republic, and it's made of like bones and stuff. Yeah, it's really like weirdly beautiful, but it's terrifying. You should Google it and look at it.
Okay.
Google, yeah.
Hold on, you guys. Sorry.
Google. Here's your Google.
Okay, really.
Take your time.
No, girl. Nobody talking to you. You hear her?
Yeah, it says that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is actually really kind of crazy beautiful. I see what you mean. I think I would be like not breathless, but definitely speechless.
Yeah.
In front of this, because whoa, like actual bones, huh?
Yeah, it's very much giving memento mori, but also WPS. Like bullshit.
Insane. Yo, for real, like if you don't leave my fucking bones, unless like look at it, goddamn, what is this? Like what even is this piece?
Is that a crab leg?
Like hello, thank you, Pookie. I'm glad you said that too, because I definitely think of the same fucking thing. This is insane. Like get.
How did they have this idea?
What? Yo, you really gotta like. That's really one of the questions. My headset keeps just sliding. Y'all tell me my headset almost off my head.
No, it's not like. Lynette said it looks like a demonic church. It's not. There's like this obsession with the idea of remembering, like memento mori. It literally just means you have to remember that you have to die. So it's like a moment. It gives you a moment to think about your own mortality, and it's actually kind of beautiful. Because if you think about it, everyone's born and everyone eventually dies, and what you do in between is kind of up to you. And it's just that reminder that like you have to take the time that you have before you become a part of this creepy church to live your life. It's beautiful.
That's lovely, Pookie.
I'm kind of smart sometimes, you know?
Yeah, all the time. People thought the famous Sedgwick ossuary was grim, decorated as it was in ghastly grinning skulls, but at least it was honest about what it was. It had no pretenses, it was earnest. But this was something that people didn't always appreciate, particularly not when the topic of death was involved. Ethel inhaled. In the air, she could smell several centuries worth of death. Then she turned. It was obvious that the girl wasn't there. There's no point hanging around. Maybe all of this, their midnight meetings, had been some sort of cruel practical joke. Had that kiss, too, all been a piece of trickery? Perhaps the girl was there after all, hiding in the bushes, snickering as the door of the church slammed shut behind Ethel. Ethel wasn't sure whether this idea appealed more than the alternative that the girl didn't care at all. Being treated as an object of mockery wasn't nice, but it was better than being ignored. If the girl had set this up as a means of hurting Ethel's feelings, then she had succeeded. But that would at least mean that she cared about Ethel's feelings enough to want to hurt them.
Pardon?
What?
I had to unmute. What? I'm sorry. What? At least she cared enough about her feelings to hurt them?
That's what it said.
Ethel,
That's what it said. No, at least she care about me enough to want to hurt my feelings. God damn, this the crumbs? You gotta go to bed, Gabriel. I got you. Have a good night, darling. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Hopefully see you tomorrow. I definitely plan to do something tomorrow too. Don't know 100% yet though. But yeah, have a good night. Alright, you said, hold on, ring that back. That's what you mean, Ethel. It was stone cold apathy. In the end, which would have really undone Ethel. Ethel stood mutely beneath the moonlight for a few moments, nibbling on a hangnail. There was no point waiting around if the girl wasn't going to appear. It was cold and it was late, and the night sky overhead was overcast. Maybe it would rain again. Ethel didn't want to get caught up in a downpour. She should leave. There was nothing waiting for her here, not without the girl. But now Ethel was beginning to worry she might have arrived too late. Perhaps the girl had arrived after all, and she had already departed. They had never agreed upon a fixed time for their meeting. The girl had been madly vague about it, as she was about everything. Part of Ethel enjoyed this vagueness. It gave their meetings a greater aura of mystery, but it had made arranging things difficult. With No fixed time to work with, Ethel didn't know who to blame for what had occurred. Had she been too early? Had she been too late? Had the girl come and gone, or had she never come at all? Ethel continued to stand there, dithering, worrying at her hangnail. She bit it hard until the nail splintered between her teeth. Ugh. Between her teeth. Nasty. She bit the nail too close to the quick, in fact, and her mouth soon filled with a tang of copper. Ugh. Her tongue was tingling. Christ. Ethel sighed, invoking in the name of the Holy Son. Ethel couldn't think of a more appropriate place to do so as she did. What was she doing? Loitering around outside the church so late at night. 10 minutes must have passed, if not more. She was being a fool. Why did she think the girl would appear? She should have learned her lesson already with Clementine. Hope only ever seemed to give way to despair. Ethel squared her shoulders. Then she set off. She would put the girl behind her, pretend as it never happened. That would be for the best. It would spare her fragile ego. Ethel didn't want to be taken for a fool. Not when she felt foolish so frequently, regardless. She stalked off, malforming and mishapping the grass beneath her soles when...
Is this me? I think this is me.
It might be.
Why, hello there, stranger. Where do you think you're going?
Who? Ethel gasped in alarm as sudden, unexpected darkness descended, one even deeper than the darkness which had previously shrouded her. At least that darkness had been alleviated, if only a little, by the moonlight. This darkness, however, was far more complete. She might very well have poured ink into her eyeballs. Good girl. Just if she have her hand over your eyes and you describing it like this. Ethel couldn't see. For a few moments, she forgot how to think.
Now, why have you gone all stiff? Don't tell me I've scared you.
But a familiar voice, a scant few centimeters away from her ear, restored Ethel's senses. She recognized that voice. It belonged to somebody she knew. Not well, perhaps, but well enough. It was the girl. Who else would it have been? Ethel couldn't think of many other people Oxbury mad enough to wander this far into the woods, all the way to St. Catherine's at this time of night, not without the prior appointment. Why had she been so anxious? The girl drew her hands away from Ethel's eyes, then stepped back. She really pause, I'm so sorry. She really described that girl putting her hands over her eyes. What we on, bro? What we on? Everything ain't gotta be poetry or motion. I'm just saying, good grief.
She's not writing her thesis. She has to write something.
She writing it right now, girl. Put that shit on the paper. You welcome.
Not get in the booth, Ethel.
Yo. You said Kai still have little face in my picture. You forgot he comes in swinging it. Lord have mercy, man. Lord have mercy. At this time, this moment. Girl, who are you? Who are you telling? Look, she jumping up. She's like, I'm tired of you, girl. Anyways, she looked just like she always did. Her dress simple, her hair short and dark. Ethel had thought the girl's hair, which was as dark as raven's feathers, was pretty when viewed in the flickering candlelight of the church. Outdoors, however, it seemed almost too dark, as though she and the shadows were one undulating, amorphous blob. Oh, Jesus. The girl's skin, meanwhile, seemed too pale, her dress oddly flimsy given how late it was. Wasn't she cold? Ethel examined the girl questioningly. Though Ethel knew her, she suddenly seemed like a stranger. Maybe it was because she had never seen the girl outside the church before. That's the must have began to link the girl and St. Catherine's together. See, like white, good grief. Ethel must have begun to link the girl and St. Catherine's together, coupling them until they were one symbiotic organism. One could not function without the other. The girl without the backdrop of St. Catherine's nave might very well have been missing a limb or an eye or her mouth.
Okay.
See, you ain't nothing without that church. Oh my goodness. The girl's lips, however, were very much present, and they were curved upwards into a familiar crescent moon smile.
Were you looking for me? If so, that's very sweet.
Oh, yes. I thought maybe I was too late or too early or I don't know. I thought
That I wouldn't show up at all?
Ethel fell silent. Anxiously, she gnawed the inside of her cheek. This wasn't necessarily something she wanted to admit to. It made her feel uncomfortably vulnerable, but she nodded all the same. She couldn't hide anything from the girl. The girl's voice might have been light, but her eyes were sharper than knives.
Well, you don't need to worry about that. I'd never stand you up. Do you think I'd be so cruel?
No, I don't. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant.
You didn't think you were worth waiting for?
Oh my.
Damn.
Well, maybe?
Jeez. I thought that was probably the case. You silly thing. I wish you had more self-confidence.
That might be quite the big wish.
I did get that feeling, yes. You shouldn't be so down on yourself, though. You're a nice girl. No decent person would ever leave you in the lurch. Lurch.
Lurch. Was that so? Ethel sighed. The girl ought to try telling that to Clementine.
I would have come earlier, actually, but I got a little bit caught up being a mushroom.
Caught up?
I was doing things.
What things?
Just things. It doesn't matter now, though. I've got everything under control, which means we can spend a lot of time together, provided you want to, of course.
Well, shit, was she really being a mushroom? Well, of course I want to. Ethel replied quickly, perhaps too quickly. Then she winced. Why did she have to sound so eager? That was so uncool. Not Ethel supposed that she ever had been cool. Do people ever even use the word cool anymore?
Ugh.
I'm just so out of it. I'm just such an outsider. I just don't know what. Yeah. Perhaps that was also dated, just like everything else about Ethel. Her taste in TV shows, her favorite music, and her fashion sense. What fashion sense? Ethel wondered if the girl would judge her for her blatant enthusiasm. Wasn't it a bit excessive, but...
Good. I'm glad. I don't know about you, but I've been looking forward to this all day.
You have?
Yeah, you're the only person around here I can really talk to. Or at least, you're the only person I think is interesting enough to talk to. I don't want to waste my time with anybody else. But you're special. This is how I was talking to the girls at the club.
Yeah! And that man just said, why the music is sexy now? It's about that time. Special.
Yep, I said so it must be true. You can trust me. No, you can't.
The girl giggled, and after a pause, Ethel found herself giggling too. There was something infectious about the girl's laughter. She really couldn't help herself.
I'm looking forward to having a girly chat, just the two of us. But I don't think I want to stay in St. Catherine's tonight. Not when it's my last day here. I think I'd rather go for a walk and turn you into a mushroom.
Oh my god.
That is, if you don't mind.
Oh, Ethel blinked. She was surprised to find that, for some inexplicable reason, that she did mind this. She minded quite a lot, actually. The word stranger danger flickered unbidden inside her head. Once more she remembered the missing Delaney girl who had vanished into the woods without a trace. But surely she was being foolish. It seemed unlikely that the girl meant to lead Ethel into the woods to dismember her. She didn't look like a serial killer, and neither did she act like one. She did not seem to be in possession either of a saw or any other potentially lethal instruments with sharp, serrated edges. Ethel was just being paranoid. Why was she such a coward? That's alright. I don't mind.
You don't mind much, do you? Lord.
The girl did it, and Ethel got the feeling, though she tried to squash it, that the girl was making fun of her.
I thought you'd say that, but it's good to get some clarification regardless. I wouldn't want to drag you into anything you didn't want. Now, shall we get going? Oh, Lord, Ethel about to die.
Oh my God, she done so. The girl held out her hand, her stark wet fingers extended in the dark for Ethel to take.
I'd like to show you something.
Oh, Ethel eyed the girl's hand uneasily. It hung in the air suspended, much like the moon which hovered above their heads above the slate roof of St. Catherine's. Pookie,
Yes?
you mind?
All of a sudden, the girl's hand seemed full of meaning, so much so Ethel shivered to behold it. Lord. A cool breeze blew about her, capturing the ends of her plait so they shifted. The cold was twining up Ethel's ankles.
That's twinning in. Let me stop.
Twining. It was brushing against her knees, the inside of her thighs.
Oh my God.
Ooh. The wind getting freaky, okay? She couldn't stop shaking. The girl, however, was resolute, so immovable she could have been carved out of stone, her eyes obsidian. Though the breeze stirred her hair, it didn't seem to disturb her. Her hand didn't waver. The expression in her eyes, which were very dark, was pointed, almost unassailable. Ethel stared.
My bad, huh?
Ethel stared into those irises, and she did. She felt herself trembling.
Sorry, I had to take my feet off my little stool thingy.
We got chills, they're multiplying.
Losing control?
When she swallowed. Yes. When she swallowed, she could taste the cold, crisp air on her tongue, that alongside the undercurrent of something unpleasantly busty.
Busty?
Yeah.
That would feel like, right?
What was it? Mushroom. Leaf mold, maybe? Moss? Ethel wasn't sure, but... hello? Didn't you hear me? I thought I was talking loudly enough, even if it is pretty windy. I said... The girl cleared her throat with an audible ahem, one which sounded staged, then said, her palms still suspended in the air. Won't you come with me? There's something I would like to show you. Something that's very important to me. It's her vagina.
Jesus.
Unless you're... Huh?
Yo. You excuse.
Unless you're afraid I might lead you astray.
Oh. No, I'm not afraid. I'll come with you.
Ethel crossed the churchyard. Grass and stray wintry leaves crunching underfoot. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Then took the girl's hand. The girl's fingers enclosed hers, and Ethel gasped. She was struck, once again, as she had been in the church, by how very cold her palm was. There was something unnatural about it. Was that normal? No! Good. I knew I could count on you. You're such a good girl, Ethel. Now, come on, let's go. I have a lot I'd like to show you. If you think you can keep up, that is.
Not let. I just unlocked hand in hand. Let yourself be led astray.
Lord.
Ew, look at her. Oh, I hate that. Look at her hand. Huh?
Oh, wow. I just noticed the hand, but I was looking at everything else and was like, wood. Okay. It was without any further preamble that the girl turned, her dark hair fluttering in her wake as she walked. I knew she was a mushroom. The girl might have been slender, less like a flesh and blood ballerina and more like a fragile china figure of one, but her grip around Ethel's hand was surprisingly firm. Oh, you can hear the walking, too. Her fingers pressed against Ethel's skin, hard and uncompromising like steel, and Ethel gasped. She hadn't realized that the girl was so very strong. There was something a touch unnatural about the sheer force the girl was capable of exuding with that slight frame of hers. But a touch of surreality? Is that how you say that?
I feel like surreality.
It was surreal. Had tinged their initial encounter from the very beginning, when Ethel had found her singing in the church. Because she's a mushroom. Their meeting had felt like something from a dream. Maybe this was a fantasy after all. The way the girl moved, nimbly navigating the trees which surrounded them, certainly felt like something from a dream. She made no noise, like a minnow swimming through a stream. Ethel, meanwhile, was far less coordinated. She was clumsy, and her feet made no shortage of noise as they trampled the grass and leaves in her wake. Once she almost stumbled, but the girl's grip on her hand didn't waver. The further into the forest they delved, the firmer her grip upon Ethel's hands seemed to become. The trepidation that Ethel had first felt when the girl had extended out her hand doubled, humming like a second heartbeat in the base of her throat.
I like the way you say trepidation.
Trepidation?
I like it.
Am I saying it wrong?
No, I'm for real. I was like, I can't wait for her to say that word. And when you said that, I was like, yes.
I'm gonna just send you a voice message of me saying trepidation.
Yo, genuine delight. Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was hydrating. She could taste the earth when she swallowed. It was so potent that she felt as though she was choking on it. Why is the wind whipping?
Hello. It's going crazy in my ear.
Her mouth might as well have been stopped up with soil. They kept walking, on and on and on, and as the minutes elapsed, or had it been hours, Ethel's feet began to sting. Lord, it's a death march. Her shoes were beginning to feel like constricting prisons, one which squeezed her without mercy. Her hand, meanwhile, was aching. Why was the girl gripping it so very tightly? Ethel had half a mind to ask the girl to relinquish her grasp, if only a little, to sausage her aches and pains.
Period. I love it. We was the same way.
We both had sausage on the brain.
Okay.
But though these craze danced upon her lips, she didn't express them because she's a pussy.
Yo, I was thinking it punk.
It seemed doubtful that the girl would reply to her, and Ethel was beginning to doubt the girl's intent. Beginning is insane.
Deep in the woods is where you start to question that shit.
She already has the axe, and Ethel's like, wait a minute.
We should do that.
Her fingers curled around Ethel's tightly and possessively, and as they did, Ethel was struck with a discomforting sense of wrongness. There was something strange. She was only now beginning to realize with the girl's hand. Okay. Her flesh was yielding, so much so. Ethel had to wonder whether there existed any bones at all within that hand of hers.
Hello?
If she didn't have bones, however, then how could she have gripped her, and so strongly, too? Oh, Ethel's an idiot. I'm sorry. There was something strange about the girl's touch. There was something strange about the girl, full stop. This night had been nothing other than bizarre, but Ethel's surprises had yet to cease. There were more nightmares to uncover, nightmares which Ethel had never before considered. Her imagination simply wasn't good enough. It wasn't enough to preempt the sheer shock she received when the girl came to a halt, then glanced back at her. She observed Ethel, their hands still intertwined like a couple of lovers out on a midnight stroll.
Oh, fuck.
Well now, isn't this relaxing? I find this part of the forest quite pretty. Don't you agree? But there was nothing very lovely about Ethel's companion. The girl's smooth skin, which Ethel had once envied, had altered dramatically during their walk through the woods. It was no longer as fair as it had once been, and neither was it so very clear. The girl's skin seemed to have tarnished, her flesh stripping away like wallpaper in an old house to reveal, not bone, but a cluster of white growths which protruded from her skin. They were mushrooms. The girl's eyes, which had always been dark, now looked oddly bright, halogen lamps which flickered in the gloom. The girl still possessed the features one needed to be recognized as a Homo sapien. 2 arms and 2 legs. Oh. Ma'am.
What?
Go back.
I'm sorry. I want to be out of here.
2 arms and 2 legs, a head, the suggestion of a nose, and a dark, thick cavern of a mouth. But she looked like no person Ethel had ever seen before. She didn't even look like any monsters Ethel had seen on the television screen, crafted with stage makeup and cleverly concealed prosthetics. She looked like something from a nightmare, so removed from Ethel's comprehension that she didn't know how to define her. Ethel's thoughts seemed to have ground in a moment. The girl turned to glance at her, to a halt, slowing, then stuttering. I too am stuttering, Ethel.
Yo, this is crazy.
The girl must have noticed Ethel's disorientation. Yep, disorientation, I said it right. And the distress which accompanied it, but it didn't seem to bother her. Maybe she'd been expecting it. The girl smiled, a dark demonic sort of smile which rivaled the blackness of the night which hung about them. The girl's dark hair had once been luxurious, but now it looked strangely brittle, like straw. Her body seemed to be undulating, ever so faintly, as if animated by some unholy energy. More mushrooms were sprouting from the side of her neck, her collarbone, her right cheek.
I hate this. She's such a descriptive. Oh,
it's disgusting. There were mushrooms in her hair, garlands of them, like a crown of flowers. There were mushrooms, some white and ghostly, others dun brown, sprouting in the crevices of her arms, between the tips of her fingers. Oh, I hate that. The mushrooms were swallowing her, flourishing as they always did on the carcasses of old, dry, dead things. The girl herself, with her straw-like hair and her patchy, discolored skin, might very well have been a dead thing herself. The way she spoke was certain.
I want to like burn my fingertips.
No, like I'm hiding my hands right now.
I'm so disgusted. Oh, let me see if that helps. Cause I'm so disgusted, bro. So disgusted.
Hide your hands from the mushroom,
bro. Okay.
You okay? You got it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this part. Cause I know I couldn't. Come on. I love you so much.
I love you too. I promise I'm not mushrooms.
I love you. Thank you so much.
That guy might be mushrooms though. So
Don't you start.
Oh my god, what is that?
Just saying.
Manager.
Oh my god! What is that?
Manager said, so the girl that she met in church is a mushroom? Oh my god.
I've been saying that the whole game, Lynette.
She really had though. That's crazy.
I knowed it.
Yo, but indeed, manager, like I'm over here like help me. I'm stressed.
I'm not even looking at the
I'm
screen.
I'm not. I swear I've been peeping over at chat so fucking fast, like every second. Because I can't.
I'll keep reading. We got this.
Okay, go ahead, girl.
The way she spoke was, certainly, dry and rasping, as though she were enunciating through a mouthful of gravel. Ethel stared at the girl, at the creature in front of her, which had once been a girl, with wide, frantic eyes.
What are you?
Do you really have to ask?
Please. Please.
I'm not so very different, you know, from the girl you were talking to before.
Not only say yuck! I saw the videos only. That's fucking hilarious. She said yuck! So that means Ethel's gonna turn into a mushroom. We gonna see, man. Until we gonna see.
We're still the same person. Oh, we're. Oh. Though maybe person is the wrong word to describe me. Lowly, the girl laughed. It was an awful sound, dry and scraping, like a tree branch drumming against a window pane. The sound sent shivers down Ethel's spine, shivers she couldn't control. It was cold outside, but the girl's voice was even icier. Don't look so frightened. You have nothing to worry about. I'm not going to hurt you. Have I ever done anything to upset you before? Bitch, turning into a mushroom upset me, for sure. Mutely, Ethel shook her head. She wasn't sure what to say in the face of this nightmare. There were no words. There, you see? There's no need to fret. If anything, you should be flattered that you've been able to see us like this. We don't show ourselves in this form to many people. Only people we trust receive this privilege. That means you're special.
I don't.
Ethel swallowed. When she did, she could taste the cool air in the back of her throat. As frightening as the girl looked now, with her eyeballs. But were they eyes? And the mushrooms, like barnacles sprouting from her greenish, bluish skin. The compliment still made Ethel's heart flutter.
Wow, Ethel, your girlfriend is mushroom.
Oni said gestures and everything. This upset me. The pathetic, pitiful heart.
I'm sorry. I don't.
The pathetic, pitiful part of her that had always yearned for acceptance still appreciated the girl's kind words.
Good Lord.
But another part of her shrunk away from them, shaking.
I don't understand. You said it's the same as always.
That's correct.
But you're not human, are you?
Ethel winced the moment this query left her lips. It sounded so stupid, hackneyed beyond belief. It was the sort of thing she'd hear in Supernatural. Never had she imagined she might end up saying such a corny line. What in the world had happened? How in the world had this happened? What in the world? Who in the world?
Everything.
All the world.
Telling you, this is an RE fantasy make.
It's 50 degrees over there.
Can you stop looking at my stuff?
Manager mentioned it.
Manager! She talking about her stuff. We ain't talking about me. I know you looking at mine though. So yeah, caught you. Yeah.
It's 48 over here.
See, look, come on, can you come on now? Come on.
Sorry, it was hydrating. My pussy was dry.
You want me to take over?
No, it's okay. My pussy's wet now. We're good. Ethel's face began to flush despite the cold from embarrassment. Should be embarrassed, but she about to get kidnapped by a mushroom.
Public, Pookie. My gosh. Public.
You can't say thirsty in public?
I don't know. You gonna be chilling, missing Monday Night Raw just to see this? Man,
you know what? Banned. 24-hour ban. Okay. We good? Mm-mm. Optometrist, she said hey. We're having some technical difficulties with her thristy. Give her a moment. I'm gonna duel your man to the death.
You
talking about some I know.
That's hilarious.
I knew first.
This
I'm raging right now. I did it first.
Oh my goodness. Ew. Every time I pop in, the op is doing the most. Good Lord, put. Had to it. About to it. Came back to the I know it's crazy. Nasty work. Oh my god. Alright. Did you do this one?
Ready?
Yes.
I'm about to. It seemed like she would never be cool. She simply didn't have it in her. She was too large, too unwieldy, too awkward, too dumb. Did she get more mushroom?
Bro, please. Oh god, is she gonna post it?
How very astute. But the girl didn't seem to mind that. She giggled, the sound oddly mulchy, muffled by the mushrooms which were now beginning to push their way out of her mouth.
Oh, so okay, more mushrooms. Not monster!
You're right. Ooh, you're right. We're not human. Or at least, not as you understand it. We're much, much more than one individual conscious. We are much more than a single individual. And we have been allowed to spread for too long?
Too long.
Our host was human once, but we have long since consumed her body.
Oh, fuck.
There are pieces of her consciousness left, of course. But she's become so deeply entwined within us that it's hard to differentiate her from the rest of us. We're all one and the same.
Oh, sorry, I'm over here just dying. I'm like, yo, what is this? Your host?
That's right. She was a girl, an ordinary girl, just like you. We met her in the woods a few years ago, and she took to us at once. This is the Delaney girl. She opened up to us and told us all of her secrets. She gave us every last little bit of herself and her soul.
Good.
And then we devoured her.
Only said, I repeat, Yup. A girl.
Ethel gasped.
Are you talking about the Delaney girl?
Delaney? The monster frowned. There was a pause, then... Oh yes, that was her last name, Delaney. We knew her as Isolde, though. She really was a sweet thing, so kind and trusting. She used to attend a choir, and she loved singing. She had the loveliest voice, as you should know full well. We did try to make the most of it before her vocal cords began to deteriorate.
Jesus.
We loved talking with her. All she ever wanted was a friend.
Jesus Christ.
She told us that nobody would remember her if she disappeared, that nobody would be at all upset if she disappeared. She said nobody would remember her name. Ooh. And she was right, the poor thing.
What?
It looks like everybody's forgotten her now, but we haven't. She'll never be alone now. She'll always be a part of us. But as for her body... The monster took a step forward. It shuddered as it did. The few mushrooms which flecked its body pulled away, dropping to the ground like feathers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
It can no longer deal with the strain. We filled her lungs with too many spores, and her brain too. Her heart still beats, though barely. It's a pity. We know that Isolde was very attached to her body. But we can't keep using it. There's only so much we can get out of a host once its body finally begins to break down. Ethel trembled. When she inhaled, all she could smell was decay.
You're...
That's right. The only one, as far as we know, of our kind. When I asked why you were covering your face.
I'm just so, like, man, it's so icky.
Just realized that Ethel has been kissing a corpse. Oh, disgusted.
Yeah.
This at least gave Ethel some sense of relief. She was glad to know there were not more fungal abominations such as this one. Strange creatures, more intelligent than a fungus ought to be. Can you go back one, darling?
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I would go so fast.
Which lived on in the nervous systems of other animals. Okay. She did not like to think of small woodland creatures, squirrels, rabbits, and moles being possessed by a creature like this. Their own self assimilated into an awful, abominable hive mind. Yuck. It sounded like being eaten alive. But it was an act of cannibalism performed, not with teeth on flesh, but spores inside the brain itself. It was a cannibalism that worked inside out, hollowing a person or an animal out entirely. Eventually, possessed lost sight of who they were. It became a shell of their former self, if they retained a sense of self at all. We have lived in this forest for centuries, surviving from one host to another in an endless chain.
What?
But that's neither here nor there. We don't think that's very interesting. Bitch, I'm interested. Our old host has already run her course.
Baby girl, get away from me. Oh.
The monster took another step forward, then another, mushroom sloughing off its body with every step. Why did they have to draw the girl's ass like that?
Is that mushrooms under there?
What's all that what's all that mushrooms back there?
Girl. Oh shit, my bad, hold on.
You're fine. We're just trying to get through it. Ethel,
Yeah.
meanwhile, took a step.
I'm so sorry. I'm stressing.
Ethel, meanwhile, took a step back. She could feel her heart at the base of her throat, a cold, hard thing like a marble. She would have turned to run if she could, but her body didn't want to listen to her. Her legs had locked up. Taking another step back was the only act of insubordination she felt capable in that moment of offering up, but it still wasn't enough. Ethel felt resistance behind her, could feel something rough pressing against her spine through the fabric of her clothes. Is this a tree?
No.
The monster had backed her into a tree. Now, there really was nowhere she could run. The monster was upon her, one sinuous arm outstretched as it took Ethel's cheek, palming it, so Ethel gasped. Then, its voice low, it said, "But all is not lost. You're here, and you care for us. You said so yourself. You wouldn't let us die, would you?"
I don't...
We know that you wouldn't. You're a good girl, Ethel. A kind girl. You're always putting others before yourself, even when they hurt you. We know you say you ought to stand up for yourself more. We would say you ought to stand up for yourself more. Once again, the monster chuckled, a warping of its host's vocal cords, which sounded unnatural. But we think it's best that you don't. We know you want to change, but we like you just the way you are. We like how soft you are, and how sweet.
Hello.
We like that you're so quiet, and we like that you want to be liked so much. It's very endearing. Sorry, Pig is upset about something.
Girl, don't tell me that you about to kiss a child. I hope not. Man, this
Sorry. You're a silly thing, but we think you're very, very sweet. It's my nephew's. Come and say goodnight.
Oh.
The monster leaned in, the wind catching in its dry, dead hair. For a moment, Ethel could see the girl's face anew, could see her dark eyes boring into her, unencumbered by the parasitic fungus which had protruded from her sockets. Oh. But then the monster leaned in. It parted its lips as it pressed its mouth against Ethel's own. The monster's breath smelled of mildew. It tasted like a tomb. That was fitting then, given Ethel's mounting confidence that this would be where she would die. Oh, the monster would consume her, just like it had Isolde Delaney to Chloe, who had gone missing all those years ago, to all the other girls Ethel knew had vanished deep in Furry's woods. Like a parasite, the monster meant to devour her from the inside out, and there was nothing Ethel could do. She was too weak to fight it off. Ethel had always been weak. Ethel had been desperate for any crumbs of affection she could scrounge ever since Clementine had left her.
I gotta have a video. I took the camera off. This is good. Woo! Ethel, kick that bitch in it. Sorry. Like, oh my God. Okay, sorry. You do a fantastic, Bookie. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. No problem. I'm disgusted.
Bro.
Good night. Sorry.
Oh, I thought somebody used some shit. Only is loser. No. What is happening, bro? Disgusting.
If I was a mushroom,
No.
would you?
No. Not like this. Please don't subscribe to Oprah. I don't want to hear about it. Make it quick. Sorry. bite?
No, you're fine. I did. Yeah, sorry. There's a bug bite. Mushroom bite on my foot. I was scratching it. Do you want me to read it again?
You don't mind.
Ethel had been desperate for any crumbs of affection she could scrounge ever since Clementine had left her. Her parents had tried, Ethel supposed, but her father had always been too busy, and her mother too self-absorbed. Their love had never been enough to satisfy Ethel. She always wanted more. She wanted... She had wanted... Had she really wanted this? There was no affection in the monster's kiss. It was instead an act of violence. The monster meant to impress itself upon Ethel, to remake her to its own desires, and there was nothing she could do about that. The monster might not have had a nose, not a real one, but it did have a tongue. Sorry. Okay. Ethel felt its tongue, a diseased lump of a thing, half rotted away, nudge against her own, and she gagged.
I'm a gag.
She felt like she was going to be sick.
I'll be sick.
Would it repel the monster? She wondered wearily if she vomited more black sludge inside its mouth.
Do it. No, he said it's about the freaking time you go there for other things, you know it. Right.
Would it be disgusted enough by her poor conduct to draw away? Or would it keep on kissing her? Ethel didn't know, and neither did she want to find. I would want to find out. I would try anything.
Imagine,
Sorry.
I don't know, Manager. Sorry. It got crazy real fast.
Real fast. The things escalated very quickly. Ethel didn't know, and neither did she want to find out. The kiss was unpleasant enough, rank and voided, without adding the taste of vomit to the equation. Girl, you about to die.
Nah.
Ethel remembered vaguely, as the monster kissed her, the slice of cherry pie she had eaten earlier. The pie had looked appealing enough, but that was only at a glance. Ethel had known something was wrong the moment she put it in her mouth. It had been moldy, flecks of bluish green scattered across the underside of the once immaculate crust, like some sort of illness. Okay. Yeah, no, it's gross. Oh, yeah, I got you, sorry. Ethel had known something was wrong the moment she had put it in her mouth. It had been moldy. Flecks of bluish green scattered across the underside of the once immaculate crust, like some sort of illness. The taste of moldy cherry pie wasn't so dissimilar to the taste of the monster's tongue as it twined with Ethel's own. Ethel had been able to spit the ruined pie out of her mouth, but she couldn't do the same with the monster's tongue. Bro, bite that shit off.
Bite her.
She couldn't twist away from it. She didn't have enough strength. You also aren't trying. It felt, with every kiss, that the monster was draining her further, sapping her of strength, bit by bit, so her knees began to quake. The monster was kissing her more vigorously than anybody had before, almost as if to draw the breath clean out of her lungs. The monster was kissing her as though its very life depended on it, and perhaps it did. What was a fungus without its host? The monster needed Ethel to survive. That was why it was clinging to her. It needed her more than anybody else ever had.
Wait, hold on. so I can say 31 minutes and I gotta get her out the phone. Okay, man, just thank you for staying with me so long. Oh, thank y'all so much for all the lights, too.
Oh, Ethel. It needed her more than her parents, who'd never bothered to understand her, more than her brothers, who had treated Ethel like a stranger, much, much more than Clementine, who had finished with her, though she had said they would always stay together. Yeah. Clementine had promised. And at the time, Ethel had been naive enough to believe her. If only she hadn't cared so much. If only she hadn't wanted so badly to be wanted. But Ethel didn't have to worry about being wanted now. At least the monster wouldn't leave her. It couldn't. The monster needed Ethel more. It's okay. The monster needed Ethel more than she needed it. And nauseating though the monster's kisses were, there was something almost appealing about this idea.
No.
Being wanted was nice, even if it would result in her own destruction.
No.
Clementine had destroyed her once already, shattering what little self-worth Ethel had possessed. She had told Ethel they couldn't stay together, that Ethel had been too depressing to date, that she hadn't loved herself enough. How am I supposed to love you? Clementine had shouted. When you're always so negative, it's such a drag. I've been doing my best, but you're not putting in any effort at all. It's almost like you want to be miserable.
Well?
No. Oh, do you want to read this part?
Oh, sure. No. Ethel had wanted to shout. That isn't true. I don't want to be miserable. I just wanted them to really love me. I don't want to feel like a burden.
You are, Ethel.
Oh my God.
That had been Ethel's biggest worry in her relationship with the effortlessly cool, confident Clementine. She'd been afraid of dragging her girlfriend down. Ethel hadn't liked going to pubs, not like Clementine. She hadn't liked drinking, and she'd always stood in the corner awkwardly whenever Clementine had invited her to parties. They simply weren't her thing.
How would the Clementine even...
Clementine had always pushed Ethel, trying to get her to join in. You're not going to have any fun if you don't make an effort, Ethel. But why had it always been on Ethel to make an effort? Why couldn't Clementine ever take her feelings into consideration? Imagine you're being, like, eaten by a mushroom monster, and you're thinking about your ex-girlfriend. Oh, good night, Oni.
Oh, good night, darling.
No, Ethel thought stubbornly. The ultimate end of the relationship hadn't been her fault, not wholly. Clementine had claimed to love her, but she'd never really listened to her. She had never really cared. But the girl, the monster, was different. Oh my God. They had at least listened to her. It cared about her enough to try and console her, and even now, it was trying to make Ethel's wishes come true. Brother. It was giving her a place to belong. Brother. So what if the monster consumed her? Wasn't that what Ethel had always yearned for? Brother. Like, real, but also brother. Ethel would rather be subsumed by something that loved her than suffer the pain and the loneliness and the indignity of being abandoned. The monster wouldn't abandon her, though. It couldn't. This is disgusting.
I was like, in my head.
And maybe that's why Ethel relaxed into the monster's hot, intense kiss.
No.
It's disgusting. Her eyelids fell shut, as though predestined, and as they did, her thoughts began to blend together. Her strength, if she had ever indeed possessed any of it, was beginning to fail her. Her knees felt weak. Her legs were beginning to tremble. Hold on, I just realized the monster is me as fuck, because why is it holding her boob?
Oh shit, look at it. I didn't even realize. Oh my god, that's crazy.
The monster's
big
so real
ass fucking mushroom on her back.
Look at her mouth. That's the word. If it hadn't been for the tree against which she was pushed, she might have tumbled to the forest floor. It felt as though the girl, the fungus, the creature, as it kissed her, was draining her. Well, Ethel's skin was beginning to feel uncomfortably cold, particularly the tips of her fingers, which were curled against the rough bark against which her body was pressed. The monster's mouth, meanwhile, was warm and wet, its tongue rough against her own. I'm never kissing again, this is disgusting.
I'm so off of everything.
The monster bit down upon Ethel's lower lip, and Ethel gasped. Her vision was beginning to skew. The taste of decay in her mouth was stronger than ever before. It felt like the monster was filling her mouth with dirt. Its kisses didn't feel particularly affectionate. They were far too animalistic. Yes, that's right. The monster spoke in a rasping voice, low and sinister, as Ethel shuddered against it. Surrender yourself to us. You might as well. Who else will love you after all? Let us. We are all there is. We are all that's left.
All this list, there's nowhere to go.
The monster leaned in once more to press its mouth, which was more like a maw, against Ethel's neck. There, the monster bit, and there it suckled, its teeth, sharp as glass, scraping against Ethel's skin, so she squealed. Ethel felt the monster reaching for the hem of her shirt as it spoke. One hand, a dry, hard hand with sunken fingers, skinny as sticks, rucked up the long, dun-brown fabric which obscured Ethel's pinkish thighs. Then that same hand was pressed between Ethel's legs.
Yes.
It was against her, stroking insistently. Freaky frog-ass monster.
Why is that?
Before, with a pain gasped courtesy of Ethel, one which the monster swallowed with a demanding, destructive kiss, it was inside her?
Gagged.
This wasn't the first time Ethel had done this, or had this done to her.
Oh my god.
She and Clementine had experimented during the year they had been together. It had been inevitable given the duration of their relationship and their mutual feelings for one another. Clementine had loved her, and Ethel had loved her in return. They had kissed, they had cuddled, and they had done more besides. Clementine had stroked Ethel to climax numerous times, Ethel shuddering all the while and sighing, and wondering why Clementine bothered.
One moment, I gotta tell the schedule. Good night, first of all, manager. Thank you so much for hanging out. 2, schedule real fast. Tuesday, yes. Wednesday, no. Thursday, yes. Friday, yes. Weekend, no. Wow.
Okay, next slide. Why did she like her so much?
Like who?
Why did Clementine like Ethel? What did she even see in her?
True.
Ethel hadn't known, but she hadn't wanted to. In her earnest desire to understand and her ever-present insecurities, she had asked. She had worried initially that she asked too much, but Clementine had assured her that this wasn't the case. She had told Ethel that she was not annoying.
Not Clementine being reassuring, period.
Oh no. I broke my thing.
Broke your what?
I got this wax melt thing and I was just cleaning it. And it said bang chain on it. And the bee came off.
That's enchanting.
Enchan. Eng the last Chan bender. That was what Clementine had said in the beginning, but the sentiment of hers hadn't lasted. Ethel sometimes wondered when her continued desire for reassurance had gone from an endearing trait to...
Yeah, trying to be mountain. Wait, is this your did this one?
One more. No, like, go back one more.
Okay.
Okay, go. Wait, okay. From an endearing trait to an infuriating one.
See, like, you gotta click into it first.
What had made Clementine change her mind? Perhaps there hadn't been a clearly defined moment. There often wasn't, not in cases like this. Resentment tended to build up slowly in relationships, built bit by bit, like sediment on the ocean floor. It often wasn't possible to know, in the midst of it, just how bad things had become. Ethel hadn't wanted to annoy Clementine. But it was too late for that. What she wanted didn't matter. Clementine might have worried about Ethel's consent before they did anything approaching the erotic, but she'd not asked for Ethel's consent before they'd broken up.
No.
Okay.
What?
She said, "Oh, you asking my consent for I'm trying to think of a stream-friendly word to say.
Smexy.
Smexy time, but you ain't asked my consent before you dump my ass."
Which
is
I mean,
crazy.
like what?
Crazy.
Correlation, please.
There wasn't a thing, that wasn't a thing that people tended to do before they broke their partner's hearts. Ethel knew she was being unfair and irrational, but she could remember thinking Clementine wasn't all that considerate at the end of their relationship. Clementine liked to posture herself as a good person, but she hadn't realized just how much hurt she'd caused Ethel. Or maybe she simply hadn't cared. Ethel wasn't sure, but you don't have to worry about anything now. The monster intoned, its mouth against Ethel's ear, its teeth inhumanly sharp, like shards of glass. You're with us, and we want us to stay together. We want to be with you for as long as your body can endure us. Oof. And unlike you humans, with your empty promises, we really do mean it. The girl might have abandoned you, but we won't. We can't live without you. We need you, Ethel. So please, give yourself up to us. Ethel sighed as the monster pressed more kisses against her neck, her throat, her collarbone. The monster's fingers were still moving, all the while inside her, stirring her. Ethel could hear the damp, slick sounds of her own sex, and she whimpered from it. This shouldn't have felt so good. There was something wrong about this, something raw and visceral. It had been a long time since anybody had touched her like this, and her own clumsy, ineffectual pawing in the bathtub didn't count. The monster might have been made of fungi, but it was still better at sexual stimulation than Ethel ever had been. That's crazy. Ethel was unsure what that said about her technique. She didn't want to think about it. Could that have been another reason why Clementine had finished with her? Say Clementine one more time, see what happened. Ethel had suspected that Clementine had pretended to orgasm when they were intimate together, to spare Ethel the humiliation of not being able to satisfy her, but... Shh. The monster, perhaps knowing what Ethel was thinking, leaned in and brushed the stump of its nigh on non-existent nose against Ethel's. Oh, that's disgusting. Don't say anything. Not out loud, perhaps, but we can tell you're still thinking about her.
But how do you...
You know a lot of things. The monster spoke with a smile, one that looked disarmingly girlish and sweet alongside it. We know that you've been let down a lot in life. That's why you don't trust us, why you can't give yourself up to us, why you won't let yourself relax. But it'll be all right, we promise.
Do you really mean that?
No, what's lying to you, girl?
Girl.
Naturally, we aren't lying. We need to take care of you, unlike that awful girl who broke your heart. You're going to be our new host, so we need to take good care of you. We won't hurt you. That would be like hurting ourselves. Ooh, we'll fill you up until there isn't any left of you to speak of. Of you left to speak of. We'll become part of you, and you'll become part of us. And you'll never have to be lonely again. The monster continued to scatter kisses along against Ethel's skin like raindrops. It, or was it a her? There was enough of the girl left in its face and its voice that Ethel wasn't sure. Kisses stung. Stinging kisses is crazy. They were like curses. The kisses soothed. They were like blessings. Cloud? Ethel's skin, which had always been pinkish as opposed to being stereotypically prettily pale, began to bruise. Ethel's body was coming to life beneath the monster's muddied maw. Ripples of color swirled across Ethel's throat and neck, her clavicle and her collar. Her skin prickled. Cloud. Her whole body shook. You're good. Then clusters of fine, white-capped mushrooms began to sprout from the wreckage of Ethel's withering, wasting flesh. Ethel opened her mouth. Did she mean to scream? But was soon silenced. The monster's lips were against her own, their tongues tangled. The monster's breath tasted of compost. It tasted of earth and of dirt and of the squirming, writhing insects which lived within it.
Bye. Ethel, just go, girl. Just go be glory.
The monster's kisses left Ethel lightheaded.
I'm
She's
about
mushrooms
to.
sprouting from her body already.
Jesus. Oh, sorry.
You're good. It felt as though she was being buried alive. Ethel was entombed in the darkness and trapped as the monster's kisses continued over and over. Ethel could no longer breathe, so she didn't bother. The girl monster had begun to worm its way inside of her. Just as she had promised, their bodies becoming one. Ethel's thoughts blurred together. She didn't know what she was doing, nor what was happening, which might have been why she cleaved before the monster's caresses. What was the point in trying to push the monster away? It would have its way with her regardless.
I just thought about how he's going to end.
It was a fungus. Yeah, it fed on death and decay, things which humans tended to fear. How could Ethel ever hope to overwhelm a creature like that? She was too much of a human. She was weak and fragile, too scared of death to fight against it. She couldn't avoid it. All she could do was accept it. Oh, Ethel. The monster drew back, then caressed Ethel's cheek with one hand, the hand which wasn't between Ethel's legs, not leg. We know you've been struggling for such a long time, but you don't need to struggle anymore. We're here for you. We'll take good care of you, so... The monster... No, the girl, dozens of girls, exhaled. Ethel felt their breath against her earlobe, and she shuddered. It's all right. Don't fret. I'll be with you, and I'll never leave you. Isn't that what you've always wanted? Hold on, why is the girl kind of getting me? Was this what Ethel had always wanted? Ethel didn't know. She didn't have the words to express her feelings, but even if she had possessed the words, she wouldn't have been able to speak them. She couldn't talk anymore. Her mouth felt dry, as though it was stopped with cotton wool. She was choking on the air, on the atmosphere, on all this raw, visceral affection, but she didn't care. If this is what death was, then she would welcome it.
Girl.
It almost seemed silly now, as she succumbed to all these kisses, that she had ever been so afraid of this. Why had she worried about death when she had always been petrified of being alive? Damn. Bars. It was life which was difficult. The waking up, the getting dressed, the long gray days of nothingness was stretched on for infinity. There was little she enjoyed in life, and the few things she loved had been bad for her. First, it had been the violin. Then it had been the escapism that came with her favorite fantasy novels. Then it had been Clementine, but Clementine was gone now. With nobody to love her in her absence, Ethel had drifted. She hadn't known how to fill her dull gray days. She had been languished. Being abandoned by Clementine had hurt. It hurt so much, Ethel worried she would never be able to recover from it. It felt like her heart had been disassembled, as if it were nothing more than a piece of old IKEA furniture. She had fallen apart. But the girl, who was many girls in one, was putting her back together. Oh my god, this dumb bitch. These fierce kisses were painful, but that was only in the physical sense, and there was something oddly reassuring about them. It was nice to know that Ethel wasn't the architect of her own downfall. She was innocent and unsullied, a victim in the face of the girl's wicked misdeeds, and there was something soothing about being a victim. Okay. Ethel thought she could finally understand why heroines in dark romance novels from the 70s and 80s were such insipid creatures, so weak-willed and wimpy, who were so prone to swooning. Ethel had always looked down her nose at such stories. She thought them silly, but now she was beginning to reassess her opinion. She didn't want to be powerful, and neither did she want to be important. Most of the time, she didn't even want to be alive. She would far rather disappear. In that sense, there was something alluring about being a victim. Victims didn't do. They had things done to them. They didn't have to worry. So Ethel let go of her thoughts. They would only get in the way. She would surrender her mind up to these decaying girls, this immutable monster, just like she had already surrendered her body. Slowly, they were becoming one. Ethel was the girl, and the girl was Ethel. Ethel no longer knew where she stopped and the girl began. She was being consumed bit by bit, and Ethel no longer cared to fight against her. Perhaps the monster had been right. Perhaps this was what she had wanted. Cloud. You okay, Cloud? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'll make it fast. She didn't want to be loved after Clementine had left her. Not necessarily. She didn't think she deserved it. She had never thought that she deserved it. Wasn't that why Clementine had left her to begin with? Instead, she wanted to be obliterated. She wanted to cease to be. And if this girl monster was willing to do that for her, wasn't that the same as loving her? That's right. You're doing so well. Hey, man, I get it. The litany of girls murmured, a symphony of overlapping voices, as their fingers rubbed against Ethel, rubbing inside her. Just a little more. Let's keep going. We'll make you feel so good you forget everything. When we're through with you, you won't remember all of your regrets. You won't remember your mistakes. You won't need to. We'll do the remembering for you, which means we'll do all the hurting for you too. Aww. You'll never have to feel pain again. We'll take it all away. Aww. We'll become one. And then we'll always be together. Aww.
Pookie.
Huh?
You know why my favorite thing to do when I see a mushroom is kick it?
Why?
Because they be on that fucking bullshit. Anyways. Punch that hoe.
Oh my god.
I already be knowing. I'm telling you. Because what the fuck you say? Hello, excuse me? I would have came through them woods so quick. Get the foot.
Yeah, realistically, this would never be me, because you would be like, girl, get your ass.
Once again, get your ass at 30. Hey, you already did this part.
Yeah, and then we'll always be together. And then I went, aw. Yes, Ethel thought, with a breathy gasp. These girls would take everything away. They would take her history, assume her face. They would inhabit her body, spores filling her lungs, her head, and her heart. They would live Ethel's life for her, and Ethel would... She would disappear. She didn't want to live anymore. She hadn't wanted to live in a while. Why not submit herself to these girls? A collective consciousness would probably do a better job at being Ethel than Ethel herself ever had. Ethel's back arched. Her body seemed to fall apart, to bust, to bloom, to blossom anew. Her heart hammered. Then her mind contracted. It collapsed and everything fell apart.
Whoa. That's it?
Oh my god.
It ended with a kablooey?
Oh my god.
Okay. Thoughts?
Yes. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the girl. I feel you, Ethel. It was great.
Yeah. This gagged at me. And there was sometimes me and you. Then sometimes I was like, I don't know, Ethel, you all the way over there. But my goodness.
Oh, Ethel Briggs was no longer Ethel Briggs. In the deep dark woods, where few in Oxbury dared to tread, a curious transformation had taken place. The girl, who had really been a collection of girls, or perhaps they had been a monster, had taken Ethel inside them, or perhaps it was Ethel who had taken all those girls inside her. Ayo! It was impossible to tell. One thing was certain, however. Where there had once been two, there was now one. The discarded shell of the monster's former host, the dark-haired, dark-eyed Isolde Delaney, lay strewn upon the forest floor like a pile of unwanted kindling. Isolde's body no longer looked like Isolde's body. It had undergone a curious sort of metamorphosis once it had been abandoned. Her discarded carcass lay curled up like a shed chrysalis, a cocoon. Mushrooms had begun to sprout from her remains, pushing upwards like sunflowers, as if to greet the moon which hung above the treetops. As for Ethel, meanwhile, her body too was beginning to change. Her skin rippled as she took the monster and its many, many consciousnesses inside of her. A flood of voices filled her head. A torrent of girls passed who had been similarly subsumed. Ethel thought, perhaps, that she could hear the dulcet tones of Isolde Delaney, who had been such a good singer. But surely that was impossible. Ethel had never heard Isolde speak, not the real Isolde, at least. She had only heard a phantom of her, animated by the shared consciousnesses of the creature which now dwelt within her. Ethel had never known the real Isolde. But perhaps the real Isolde, whatever that entailed, existed still within the monster, the creature, the mess of girls. The mess of girls and souls all tangled together. Was the monster really a girl? Ethel wasn't sure. Yet she felt she had shed her own girlhood somehow in allowing the monster to subsume her. It wasn't just the monster which Ethel had taken inside of her. She had taken what remained of Isolde, too, and Chloe, and Lucy, and Susan, and all the other girls who had gone missing from Oxbury in the past.
Hello, they got a thing of this going on?
They were still alive, though their hearts no longer beat, their consciousnesses entwined with that of their host. They had become something more than themselves. And in shedding their own bodies, they had been permitted to live on for perpetuity, just like a fungus. Ethel, too, had shed her sense of self, just as the monster had discarded the mushroom-riddled carcass of the dearly departed Isolde. Ethel's body was no longer her own, but, by the same token, it felt more like hers than it had ever done before. Perhaps there was no Ethel anymore. Her very being was being buffeted, her fragile sense of self tossed to and fro like a ship out at sea, but Ethel felt no particular loss at this. She felt no grief. She wasn't sad. Why should she be? She had finally found somewhere she belonged. She was no longer a she in the singular. She was no longer a sad, lonely individual. She was... No. They were legion. They would always be together.
Bring a Ghost Rider.
And as the body which had once been Ethel's rippled and distorted, as it took in more voices and existences and consciousnesses than it had ever before possessed, its lips curved into a smile.
Wow.
There, see? Isn't this what you wanted? Is this Ethel? The monster crooned to Ethel in her voice, or perhaps Ethel was simply speaking to herself, deep within the woods, where the fronds of moonlight struggled to reach.
We told you it wouldn't hurt. It isn't even like going to sleep.
It's like being reborn.
Okay. We got back and forth. Wow!
That's insane.
Nah, it was thick. All along.
My God. Hold on, I'm still trying to put this together, like to make it a person, or to make it Ethel. I see the arm and the hand. I see the thick ass thighs and the triangle titties, but I don't see the...
Was Ethel always thick? I didn't think Ethel was thick like that.
We never saw her past like the waist.
Oh my God, what's in denim? Is this twisted?
I don't know.
This is it. You already did this part, right?
I don't think so. What's happening? She was trapped in the...
Okay, see if we can speed through.
It felt as though she was falling through Elizabeth. She tried to scream, yet she couldn't make her mouth move. Wasn't even sure as she drifted with her. Yep, she wasn't sure who she was, where she was. What was going on? She glanced about her surroundings with sightless eyes, her mouth unmoving, her pale fingers motionless.
Go, fucking go.
Her memories felt fragmented, just like crazy images conjured up by a kaleidoscope. She still retained vestiges of her memories, however, faint, fleeting moments which shone in her mind's eye like broken glass. Okay. She could remember tramping through the forest, depressing the tall grass beneath her soles. Fuck. Ugh. She could remember her heart thudding at the base of her throat, could remember the boughs of the trees creaking mournfully about her in the cold wind. She could remember reaching St. Catherine's, then looking about with wide eyes, searching for a mysterious confidant. She had been looking for the girl. Yes, Ethel could remember her now. She could recall short dark hair cut into a bob, pale green summer dress, which had been an oddly flimsy thing to wear when wandering about in the woods in the dark. She remembered how the girl had looked at her, how she had held her. She remembered how the girl had kissed her. It had felt good, Ethel could recall, cleaving to the girl's kisses, giving herself up to her insistent mouth. She had let the girl lead her deep into the forest, and then Ethel's thought became very jumbled indeed. She had vague recollections of the girl being more than a girl, of the girl being some sort of monster.
Yeah.
She had pushed Ethel against the tree, and then what had happened then? Why couldn't she remember? Ethel strained her mind, if indeed her mind still belonged to her, as she struggled, fighting against the mounting fatigue to remember. She tried to penetrate the thick, soupy fog which had filled her brain, tried to recall what in the world had happened to her, and yet... You know, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ethel gasped. Finally, she could open her mouth, could make noise too. She snapped her head upwards, her eyes wide. Before she had been drifting in the darkness, lost like an old folktale and the inevitable shifting of time. But now her vision had been flooded with a bright, almost unforgiving light. She was no longer drifting in the darkness, and neither was she alone.
Ooh.
There was a girl with her, hovering before her in the air. She wore a white sundress, just as Ethel imagined an angel might wear, so white and pure she seemed to blend in with her surroundings. The girl's skin was very pale, but her hair was dark, cropped about her chin in a bob which Ethel remembered. She looked very much like the girl, the one Ethel had first met in St. Catherine's. She was the spitting image of her, in fact. They looked so alike it was uncanny. But, unlike the girl, this girl, the fairy-like apparition, had blue eyes. The girl reached out, a small smile upon her lips. She found Ethel's hand, her fingers skimming the back of her knuckles, and the moment she did, Ethel started. A flash of recognition sparked within her brain. She knew this girl. She felt almost intimately familiar with her, in fact, even more so than she had been with Clementine. It felt as though they were soulmates, two halves of the same whole.
What?
This should, of course, have been impossible. If Jude had been there to hear his daughter's thoughts, he would have chided her. Jude didn't believe in wishy-washy things like soulmates. He didn't seem to believe in the concept of love in general, though despite his cynicism, he never failed to buy Lauren presents for Valentine's Day, and for her birthday, and for their anniversary. Jude has spoiled his wife much more than he'd ever spoiled Ethel. So much for not believing in love, then. Jude was probably a hypocrite, but that was nothing to castigate him for. Most people were. Ethel was a hypocrite too. She had always wanted to be loved, but she had been too afraid to reach out to other people to make herself vulnerable. Perhaps she hadn't been open enough with Clementine. She hadn't made enough of an effort. You're part of a fucking hive mind and you're still thinking about Clementine? Their relationship had died, and Ethel had died alongside it. But it felt like this part of her, this delicate, fragile part, which she had feared Clementine had broke, was being healed. The girl with dark hair was soothing her. Her touch alone was like magic, and Ethel knew at once, as the girl's fingers squeezed about her, who she was. She knew how old she was, where she had been born, who her parents were, who her grandparents were too. She knew everything about her. A flood of information filled her, a veritable deluge of it. Ethel blinked, then said, "That's right. I'm as old, and you're Ethel, aren't you?"
Yes, I'm Ethel. But how do you know that?
How do you think? Is overjoyed, dimples appearing in her cheeks. I know it the same way you do, silly. I know everything about you. That's because we're the same person, you and I, don't you see? We've become one, so you don't need to think about your old life. You don't need to fuss about it. All of that is in the past. Ethel frowned. Could it be true? Could her stress about her thesis, her heartbreak over the breakup, her worries that nobody understood her, and she would die all alone, be a thing of the past? It seemed too good to be true. Was this some sort of dream? Ethel blinked, but the girl before her did not disappear. Isolde Delaney was still there, in that pale white dress of hers, shining just like the moon's light. She was smiling. Isolde had gone missing from Osbury almost 3 years prior. She had wandered into the woods, or so sources had said, and had never been found. Her disappearance remained a mystery, even until this day. But it was no longer a mystery to Ethel. She knew where Isolde was. She had found her, but she was somewhere ordinary humans could not visit. She was drifting, like Ethel, as if in a dream. Perhaps they could no longer interact with the outside world, not that they once had, but did that really matter? Not as they once had. Lord, I can't read. Ethel was still alive, and so was Isolde. They were together, and they weren't the only ones. Not the harem. There were other girls too, drifting inside this strange white world where no natural light could reach. Ethel could see these girls now, could see them flocking about her, their white dresses fluttering, like curious pigeons in the park. Yo, what are those two girls at the top doing?
Right, over here or over there?
Other side. Yeah.
I don't even... sideways with it though. No, what is she
She knew.
doing? Why she look bent over?
Hey, she with another girl.
Hey yo.
She knew all of their names, though she had never seen them before. She knew all about them, too. Knew their past fears, their regrets, and their deepest dreams. The girl with the blonde hair was Chloe. The girl with the pigtails was Lucy. The girl with the long straight hair was Susan. The redhead with all the freckles, she was Dawn. There were so many girls drifting about this pure white world. Ethel struggled to count them all, not that she needed to. She knew who they were instinctively, just as they knew her. They crowded about her, all of them smiling, all overjoyed to see her. It's so nice to meet you, Ethel. It's nice to meet you, Ethel.
Isn't it really old fashioned though? Good God.
Oh my God. And I thought mine was bad.
Yours is bad. You have no right to make fun of that thing.
And you said I was making fun of her. I was just stating a fact.
Alright. Let's not argue.
That's right. There's no point. We'd just be arguing with ourselves.
Speak for yourself. I still remember who I am, even if you all don't. No, I guess this is a throwback. Like, really.
Oh, Lucy, you always have to be so contrarian.
I don't know. She just likes being different. She
did give our host the most trouble, didn't she?
She tried to resist, but it all worked out in the end.
Well, of course it did. That's how it always does. And it's how it should be, too. This is kind of cute. Don't you see, Ethel? As Old looked back at Ethel, she smiled at her, their fingers intertwined. Then her palm pressed flush against Ethel's own, and she said,
Oh my gosh.
Cloud.
Oh, you want me? Oh, this is what it means to be happy.
Cloud.
Happy?
Ethel repeated, her voice little more than a murmur. Was she happy? She wasn't sure.
No.
She couldn't deny. She was a good deal happier like this, surrounded by all of these girls, than she had been with Clementine.
This lesbian. Got the ultimate madness. Like, even in this whole cloudverse of beautiful, gorgeous, hive mind women, she's still thinking about Clementine.
Which is crazy to me. It's a crazy word.
This is so nasty. Oh my goodness. This is the most ultimate lesbian thing, to be still thinking about your ex. Like, you got the ultimate.
This is the biggest harem I've ever seen, and she's still thinking about fucking Clementine.
What you do to her?
Clementine's love had once been enough to sustain Ethel, but now it seemed woefully inadequate, almost laughably so. Clementine had just been one girl after all. She had only been able to love Ethel so much. Is this how you feel, Cloud?
No, excuse me?
Her love had been finite.
Wow.
She had even promised they would stay together, but she had gone back on her word. Her love had run out. Damn, Cloud. But here in this white world, Ethel knew she would never need to worry about that. She was these girls, as Old and Lucy and Susan and Chloe and McGurd, and Heather and Dawn and Ashley, and they were her. They couldn't survive without each other. Their thoughts twined together like a braid. It was impossible to say, really, where Ethel's thoughts ended and their own began. Their thoughts ran together like oil pastels. Their thoughts and feelings were one, their hearts beating in perfect harmony. They were not just separate girls, isolated by their own biology, their immutable and invoidable bodies. Oh, they had come together in a way nobody could, not even the most devoted of lovers. They would, like the girls had said, always be together. Not several girls, but one girl. They were one being. And maybe this was what she had always wanted after all. Nobody would ever be able to get tired of her now. Not like Clementine had. Yo, Clementine. Crazy work.
Talk about in it.
She had finally found a place where she belonged.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Hold on.
What's up? What?
Did you not see the girl with the crazy arch?
Yo, that was crazy, but I was just gasping to make sure it wasn't
It's in gallery.
Okay. Now she said maybe it's a gallery like that. Okay.
No, because
it's back. Yeah, go back.
Skip, maybe.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
Okay, gallery. Okay. So
Page 4.
Oh, I didn't know it's going to be like that. Oh shit, get in the tub. Going up.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay.
You crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. I still don't understand what's happening. What? Okay. And then she just kept talking to her, but she ain't listening to her, so she trying to figure out. She's like, I actually don't know what's going on over here.
Like
for
hear me out, Cloud.
No, I hear no.
Okay.
I'm so deaf to no.
Let's dress up as what's her name?
Who?
Ethel and the girl for our next Halloween.
I'm gonna dress up as a boot to kick all these goddamn mushrooms out the fucking way.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I love you so much. Thank you very much for doing this.
Of course,
good God, I've never disliked mushrooms so much. Oh wait, okay, what they say? Thank you. Enjoyed it. Found it interesting. Definitely did. A few notes explaining. Okay, let's listen. This last little bit will wrap up like this. I actually had a germ idea for this story really time ago. Cajun roaches is another thing. Convoluted, but also started writing with a cute fungus girl. I just spent the night in a friend's dorm room back in the university. Absolutely brain stay in the shower. Ew. OCD, the lady did not clean the shower properly when the towel started to get moldy because the dealer was touching the mold. Okay, no fair. I had a conversation with a friend and instead of why don't you clean your shower? Can't clean your shower. I'm supposed to do with SG. Yes. So, okay, wait. Calling me and girls. So I'm so confused. Wait. Was this just a kid to stay friends to do the shower?
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty funny. I'm trying to give it some time to me. Wait, this was supposed to go through reading off. Pizza. What? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Amen.
Oh,
Amen.
the guy from the shop. She was saying that he is a cameo from another game of hers.
Oh my god! I forgot that was right there. That's actually crazy. Cookie.
This was great. This is our first game we've completed together.
I actually finished it. We finished together.
It took us a while, but we got here.
Hey, it's glorious. Sorry.
And I screenshotted the mushrooms, and so I'm going to print them out, turn them into a stencil, and tattoo them somewhere.
Jesus. All right. One question. One question before you go.
Mm-hmm. Did you not see all the girls?
Oh. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
That's cool. One more time?
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I love you so much. Thank you for doing
Love
this
you.
with me.
I'll see you in chat.
Yes. Okay. Bye, Pookie.
Later, darling.
Okay. You guys. I'm trying to get me trying to get it bumping. So. Okay, guys. So. Sorry, I'm trying to do things. Also, keep my brain good for the mood. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out. We're dead it. You're dead it. Oh no, I'm so hyped though. This is so great. One day it takes two. Okay, we don't have anything else in the work. It ain't too bad. We only gotta finish it takes two. But it's amazing. So good. It's so neat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cookie. Ooh, thank you for letting me know, Pookie. I'm trying to. Oh, thinking I'm trying to slide it. Sorry if it's going crazy in y'all ear. Hold on, shoot. Okay, right there. Thank you, Pookie. What's a big shout out to you? Ooh, my goodness. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so tired. But this has been so wonderful. Thank y'all for rolling with me for this long. Or, so long as ever you did. Shout out to Pookie for rolling with me for this long. For truly. But, real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I still got it for the ones that stayed. Ooh, just a little bit, because I'm so tired. Okay, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night. I can't wait to go downstairs and get my nachos and lay down. I'm hoping to do Tuesday. It might be a little short stream, but I hope to see y'all for a little bit. Then nothing Wednesday, of course. We work, but have a very happy hump day. Hope day is my food would say. Thursday, I hope to do Batman. I really want to do some Batman. I feel like it would be lovely to have some Batman thrown in there before, and then Friday. Oh yeah, Friday DVD. So right now I know for sure Oni. I gotta ask Boo Bear, Shujo if they gonna come through. Pookie, I hope you gonna come through. I know Flap said they gonna be there. Ace will not be there, y'all. Unfortunately, he's going on a trip somewhere. I gotta ask him again and get his business a little bit. But I'm gonna try to figure something out. I got some ideas. We'll see what happens in these next few weeks, you guys. See what I can put together quickly in these next few days too. But yeah, so hopefully, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. There's nothing Saturday because I really need to rest. And maybe Monday, the day before, I don't know. maybe a little like quick 1, 2. But my mama might be here, you guys, because she want to be here, because we don't know the time yet. We don't know the time, and they usually tell us they said they tell us like the day before for sure. So maybe mama will come up here and sit and talk to us for a second. We'll see how she feels about that. Like, she don't have to be on camera, but she could pull up and y'all can hear her on the mic for sure. Mama scream? Maybe. We'll see. I'll have to ask. We'll see. No promises. And sure my mom was okay and comfortable. Yeah. You guys, thank you so much. I am truly just like so thankful, so grateful. And like look, come here. Cause I know I ain't gonna be able to see it if my mom on here, but I want you to know, carry this one over, to Monday, to the next Monday. Yeah, let this one last for a whole week.
I was
renew
hanging with you and then I realized
don't let nobody fuck with you. Thank you. It would make my mama so proud if
when I
you
found
just
out
stay
I
10 toes down on. Yes.
I didn't want to believe my feelings for you. I didn't want to believe that I could lose.
Oh, ignore that. I need something. Okay. But yeah, you guys. Thank you so much. I hope I see you tomorrow. I'm so mama. Anyways. Thank you. I love you. Bye.